Mwah. XOXO.
Hello, beautiful people. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. All of the things. So I'm back like I never left, and it feels so good. I'm kicking it off with a new makeup video. So I went in with the Scarlet Hill Glossy Primer, and I'm now using the Fit Me range, shade 357. I'm just going to work it into my skin using a flat, rounded foundation brush. I'm working it into the crevices and building it up. I'm actually quite impressed with this foundation, and it's crazy because it's almost finished. It's almost finished. It's almost finished. And I'm now liking it. Lately, I've only been using one layer, and it covers me, it has my back. Only one layer, and previously it was not like that at all. And I like it, but I'm very much open to recommendations. I'm looking for something a little more fuller coverage. This is light to medium. I want something that's going to be full coverage on the first layer. If you've got recommendations, hit a girl up. I'm quite open. Next, I'm going in with an angled brush using 2 shades of concealer. The lightest one is Warm Honey, and the darkest one is called Fawn. These are OG shades. They work so well, especially Fawn. 10 out of 10. Love those two. I'm just going to blend that in, work it in. I'm going for, I like a little bit of a brightened under eye. It's giving very much UK girly. Love it ever since it became a style. And Warm Honey is it for me. Although I must say, during certain seasons, Warm Honey becomes a little bit too light for me, a little bit too ashy. But this is not the season. This is not the season. I'm just gonna blend that in really, really well. I prefer using a brush when I'm blending in, and then to perfect the application, I'll probably use a blender afterwards. But I'm too used to a brush, and typically what I like to do is to pinch the bristles, pinch the very top of the bristles to sort of fit into those small areas, especially in the inner corners of my eye, my brow, then the bridge of my nose, and in between my brows. To really get in there, I could use a blender, but again, preference prevails. As you can see, there's a bit of a harsh line there, and all you need to do is blend that out. Blend. That is the premise of makeup, and the best way to transition that color in is to use my initial foundation brush, the first brush that I use my foundation, to blend it out seamlessly. this look is already coming together. I'm getting a little bit excited and not even anyway near done. Just to brighten it up a little bit, I'm going to use the Smudge concealer. It's a very light, very light. I forgot what the shade was called, but it's like the lightest shades in that range with this company. And I'm just going to wait for it to warm up and hopefully for the shade to intensify. But that is not the case. I was a little bit disappointed because it kind of just disappeared. You can't even see it. It literally just disappeared. But alas, for the purpose of the video, it does look better on the other side though. Maybe because it stayed a little bit longer, but it was giving a little bit of something on the other side. But overall, not impressed. I'm using a smaller brush for this one, just to place the concealer exactly where I need it to go and not anywhere else. Just in the innermost corners of my eye. Then I'm going back in to blend out those harsh lines with my foundation brush. No new foundation, just the residue. Next up is translucent powder. I'm using the Essence translucent powder. I think it's like a fix 24 hours, something like that. With this pointed brush that's kind of protruding. I like this specific brush because if you look how it goes into that inner corner of my eye, exactly how it should be. So it was load shedding. South Africa did what it did best. So I've been waiting for 2 hours to continue as per schedule, and my makeup has set differently. It's not as fresh and juicy looking. I even dripped something from my mouth, and so to preserve it, I just went in with a compact powder by Smudge and lightly tapped on my face just to keep it, just to make it stay, and keep it on my face and not shut the makeup. But because it has set and I do have smile lines, you can kind of see the smile lines a little bit, but it's whatever. I'm just gonna go in with my foundation brush and go over this little thing here and blend it a lot because it's kind of late. It's long. Back to the video. So I'm going in with the Scarlet Hill contour palette, contour and bronzer palette, using that first lighter shade, like that very first shade, which is the lightest one, for my nose. And then I'm going to work it in with this angled brush. I love me an angled brush, honestly. It's such a game changer when you need precision and exact placement. So in my palette, I'd say if ever I were to restart my makeup kit, I would always have an angled brush, a big one and a small one. A medium one is not necessary, but I think I definitely get it because multiple uses. I sometimes struggle with nose contours because you kind of have to be straight and have a steady hand. I don't have the steadiest of hands, so it's a bit of a struggle, man, to really be precise in that area. But practice makes perfect, right? So I'm just gonna blend that a lot. And then I'm gonna use both of those contouring shades for the rest of my face, for my jaws, for my cheeks. As you can see, before I went in with the contour, there was already like a line. I already know where to place the product because of the lighting. I can already see where the darkest parts of my face are. And this is actually a tip. If you don't know how to contour yet and you don't know how to highlight yet, the best way to actually find out the natural high points and lowest points of your face is to look into the sunlight and have a mirror in front of you, or a torch in front of you and a mirror, and really observe where the light hits first, and those points will highlight the highest and the lowest points to be able to place your highlighting and contour brush products and brush. I think I should actually make a video about that, because that's how I kind of found out where my points are, so I don't have to, you know, create a whole new face. See that? That's the natural part of the contour. Of course, it's not that obvious because I'm actually contouring, and I contoured on top of that, but that is the natural contour of my face. So anyways, moving on, buffed out the translucent powder, and I'm now putting on setting spray, but I haven't used it in such a long time, so the nozzle is kind of jamming. And to fix the splatters that would surely set because of that, I'm just going to press that spray in everywhere. Next is blush. So yeah, it's a little bit broken. External damage. Putting on some blush. I'm actually using both of those shades, the pinkish one and the peachy leaning pink shades. It's so flattering on my shade of skin. If you use 357, these shades will flippin', yo girl, it does the things. Honestly, it is all the things. And I think you can also get these shades on there's a palette, man, that Scarlet Hill released, I think a year ago, before Quick Face, that had some peachy-ish, pinkish shades on top. I think those would also work because they're quite similar. And I'm just putting on blush, a lot of it. I even put some more off camera. You'll probably see at the end of the video. This is literally the most satisfying part for me. I love me a good brush. It's so flattering. It's so flattering. It brings all of the color back. Like, oh, gorgeous. Love it. Next I'm gonna highlight my nose. For the purpose of this look, like, it's optional. I literally put on that one dot just to add some sprinkle nyana. Literally that one dot. I didn't even put any on my cheekbones. I didn't put any in the bridge of my nose. Literally just that. Next is my lips. So I'm using a brown lip liner and also a brown lipstick shade. It's like a tad lighter than that lip liner. This is a nice combination, but I feel like it kind of needs some pink. It's too monotone. It doesn't really complement that blush, so I actually went ahead off camera and I added some pink just to bring it all back.
I don't know you, but I want to, 'cause you look like a dream. I wanna know.
There's a few mistakes that I made in outlining, so I'm just going to use my highlighter, the brush that I use to blend out my highlighter, to blend out the concealer, and I'm just gonna fix that. And we're done. This is the finished look. This is also the end of our video. Tell me what you think. Also, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of the things. I loved this. It was very pretty for the occasion. Definitely well done, especially with load shedding. I actually didn't think this look was gonna come out because yeah, but I loved it. You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm actually shooting 2 videos at once, so there's a bit of something there. Tell me what you think. Okay, bye.